What's up, party dudes? This is Sunroom Bricks, and I am an adult fan of LEGO, and I wanted to share with you guys my latest MOC, which is the second time around Antiques and More. This is from Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. It's primarily inspired from its appearance in the original comics and the 1990 movie. On the first floor, we have the antique shop, and the second floor is April O'Neil's apartment. So let's dive right into it, guys. Now, you guys mind telling me why you're not subscribed to Sunroom Bricks here? All right, let's go handheld for some real shaky cam action. So on the exterior, we have my handwritten sign, which was done by my lovely wife. If anyone follows me on Instagram, you'll see that I did two versions. I did one myself, and then my wife did one, and I put up a poll. And much to her dismay, my version actually won, but hers is better in my opinion. So we went with that one. So I tried to make the sidewalk all beat up and just kind of cracked and dirty. You know, some small builds. We have a fire hydrant, a little trash can, and a park bench. Let's look around on the side. On the side, we have an alley with a staircase that leads up to April's apartment. There's some ventilation, some more ventilation features, maybe some piping for drainage, just kind of general building exterior stuff. You've got some, you got your trash cans, of course, and a rat who is not Splinter. And, you know, just try to make it dirty and grimy. Kind of gritty. All right, let's keep zooming around. This side's not as pretty. This is a side that's going to be backed flush against another building. As you can see, this is a modular. You've got those nice little pins that you can snap into its neighbor. And, you know, I try to follow some of the modular standards, going 8 studs deep before the building starts. It's also built up on a Mills plate, which is short. If you're not familiar with Mills, it's MILS, short for Modular Integrated Landscape System. It just allows you to add so much more detail in your building. All right, now that's kind of the overview. Let's run through it. Let's run through the first floor. So as I mentioned, this bad boy is modular, meaning you can take off the roof, which is snapped on pretty tight, and each individual floor. So let's take off the second floor. Let's take a look inside the first floor. Let's go handheld for a better view. Getting real shaky now. Okay, so this is the second time around Antique Shop, which was owned by April's father, and she still runs it for him. Now, this place is just an absolute mess. It's full of clutter. You know, you have some nice antiques and some cool items. I tried to fill it with as much detail as possible. And in a second, I'll pull out some individual builds just for more detail. But yeah, so you have your entrance, you've got a little candy machine, your register, shelves with maybe some antique liquor bottles, soda bottles, you got your shield, your motor oil, of course. In the center, we have a bookshelf with an alarm clock, a helmet, and some some shark repellent, a little birdhouse, some music sheets. You got a bin with skis, a lantern, some tennis rackets, a treasure chest, a grandfather clock, and then that is of course, the caution sign is to warn you that there's an electrical going on behind that, so I hope no one strikes that with an axe. Got a lamp, a sword, more antique bottles, and just kind of things, a record player, a shelf with some shields and hats, a chair, a drum set, and a ship in a bottle. I think that's everything. Let me pull out the grandfather clock and the piano just to get a better look at those builds. So here's the grandfather clock, just to get a closer look at the detail. So there's the clock part up top, and whatever that doohickey's called at the bottom. If you let me know in the comments below, I'd appreciate it. And this is the piano, of course. You got your keys, which would really hurt to have someone bash your head against. Let's hope that doesn't happen. Also, another thing on this build are some play features. I always like to include those on my creations. You know, I've got two young boys that love to play Lego with me. And so anything I build, I keep them in mind. And I keep it in mind how much, how much play value this MOC's gonna have. So these windows here, they break away. Let me get a ninja. You know, as seen in the movie, and then just come crashing through. Let's get a better hand out of the way so you can actually see. These do as well. And there's also a feature on the inside, which if you've seen the scene in the original movie, they escape out the side, the turtles, along with April and Casey Jones. So this wall here, this wall breaks away, and the turtles, Casey and April, can escape out the alley. So let's imagine here we've got the rest of the alley built out. We've got their turtle van waiting for them, and they hop in and they get away. So now that we've destroyed the first floor, let's take a look upstairs at April's apartment. So April's apartment is a cozy little place. She's an up-and-coming reporter at Channel 6. So, you know, this is enough for a single lady in the city. So you got her entrance right here. Got her computer, a fish tank, which, man, I hope a foot soldier does not stick any Ninja Turtles heads in that fish tank. Got her TV, her coffee table, comfy little armchair, oops, her kitchen table with the chairs kind of strewn about, a little entrance table with her phone resting on it, and her kitchen, which has, you know, her stove, get out of the way chair, a sink, a fridge, and some shelves. And then taking a look back here. Oh yeah, the windows on the second floor breakaway also. Got her bedroom, which is very cozy. You kind of just have room for her bed and a vanity where she can do her makeup. Taking a look in the bathroom, which which was a bit of a challenge to figure out how to make the bathroom in a triangle-shaped room. One problem I did run into is I picked sand blue for the color of the tile on the floor. Of course, to find out that there's no sand blue color of the 2x2 triangle tile that I would need to fill in the rest of the floor. So either I'll wait for LEGO to come out with that, or I'll change up the tile color. But it works for now. So you have her toilet, sink, and shower. Let's take a closer look. So here's a closer look at the interior of April's apartment. Not all of the furniture is affixed by stud. I wanted to leave it loose to really allow for a bunch of mess to be created with a big brawl between the foot and the turtles. So one side effect of that is that everything just kind of looks like a mess all the time. Which, if you had Ninja Turtles crashing at your place, I think it would look about the same. So, and like I accidentally showed you earlier, when trying to move this thing, play features up here. You can have the bad guys crash through the windows. So let's put this back together a little bit to take a look at the roof. Here's a look at the roof. You can access it by going up the stairs and then taking this very dangerous walk, which is a stud wide for most of it, on this balcony, going up this ladder. And here, you can enjoy this beautiful roof. Thanks, Donatello. Some play features up here as well. As you know in the movie, our friend Raphael here gets thrown through the skylight. So you can do the same thing with my build. Put a little pressure, and there he goes. You can also have the water tower, push over on top of to an unsuspecting foot soldier. There he goes. Cowabunga, dude. So let's just pan around the roof. You've got your AC unit and some ventilation, some electrical work, just a bag of junk. Some more ventilation, exhaust. Someone left their broom up here too. Someone's place is getting pretty dusty without that. Here you can see into April's apartment through where her skylight used to be just moments ago. An old chair and the water tower. So that's about it for this building, but let's run through. So with each one of my MOCs, I kind of like to imagine it as if it were, you know, maybe a real Lego set. You know, it's unlikely considering the size and scope of this thing, as I don't know how many pieces it has exactly, but it's probably close to 3,000. So I like to imagine as if it were a real set, which minifigures would be included. So let's take a look. So first we have Miss April O'Neil, the purveyor of second time around antiques, although it is just her part-time gig. Her full-time gig is at Channel 6 News. So here you see her looking pretty scared, holding Raphael's sai that she found in the alleyway where she met the Foot Clan. She's got her purse. And this appearance of April is based on the 1990 movie, which is why she is not in her signature yellow jumpsuit, as all reporters usually are. Next up is Casey Jones. He's got his hockey stick. And I tried to figure out a way to mount his weapons or sports equipment on his back, but I found using the neck strap piece looked a little bulky. So I came up with this idea of using the handbag shoulder strap piece and just kind of, you know, fixing it in there. It's not attached to anything, but the tension holds it in. And I don't know, this is probably an illegal building technique. In that case, don't tell the cops on me. But it works. I like it. And here we have Tatsu, Shredder's right-hand man, his lead henchman, who leads the foot soldiers after Raphael, and they fight on the rooftop and ultimately crash through the skylight and into April's apartment, and then crash through the floor in April's apartment into the antique shop below. So there you have it. And if you've made it this far in the video, please consider leaving a thumbs up if you liked it. Comment below with your thoughts, positive or negative. I'd love to hear it either way. And also consider subscribing, as this is the second build in my TMNT Modular MOC series. I have a few more planned that I'm excited to share down the road. That's all for now. Thanks, guys.